before he became a Hollywood superstar. Before the wrestling fame, the movies, and the millions. He had nothing, not even a bed to sleep on. This is the incredible story of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, a man who turned pain into power and struggle into success. Before we continue with this incredible story, take a moment to hit the like button. It really helps us reach more people. And if you know someone who's working hard to build their dreams, just like Dwayne did, share this video with them. This story isn't just motivation, it's a reminder that success is possible for anyone, anywhere. Now, let's get back to how Dwayne Johnson turned his lowest moment into the start of everything. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on May 2nd, 1972, in Hayward, California. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a professional wrestler. His grandfather, too. Wrestling ran in the family's blood, but success didn't. Growing up wasn't easy. His family lived paycheck to paycheck. They moved often, from California to New Zealand to Hawaii, then back to the mainland. At one point, they lived in a tiny motel room in Nashville with barely enough money for food. Dwayne once walked into their home in Hawaii and found an eviction notice on the door. At just 14 years old, he watched his mother break down in tears. They had nothing. He later said, "That was the worst time of my life. That was the turning point." In high school, Dwayne struggled with anger and identity. He was arrested multiple times for theft, fighting, and disorderly behavior. By 16, he was already 6 feet 4 inches and over 200 pounds. People saw him as a man, but he was just a broken kid. Football became his escape. He found discipline in sports and poured his pain into the game. He earned a full scholarship to the University of Miami, playing defensive tackle for one of the best teams in college football. He dreamed of going to the NFL, but life had other plans. After graduating, he joined the Calgary Stampeders in the Canadian Football League. But within 2 months, he was cut from the team. At 23 years old, he found himself back in his parents' house in Florida. No job, no money. He had exactly $7 to his name. That number would haunt and later define him. He was depressed, lost, but not defeated. With nowhere else to go, Dwayne turned to the one thing he once swore he'd never do: professional wrestling. He started training under his father and soon made his debut in the WWE, then WWF, as Rocky Maivia, a tribute to his father and grandfather. But fans hated it. They booed him, chanted "Die, Rocky, die." He was crushed, but he didn't quit. He reinvented himself, dropped the clean-cut image, came back with a new attitude, charisma, and swagger as The Rock, the people's champion. And everything changed. The Rock became a wrestling legend, multiple-time WWE champion, the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. Crowds chanted his name. He turned jeers into cheers and pain into power. But Dwayne wasn't finished. He transitioned to acting, slowly at first. The Mummy returns in 2001. Then The Scorpion King, The Rundown, Walking Tall. He kept working and improving. Over the next 2 decades, he became one of the highest-paid actors in the world. Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Moana, Black Adam, and more. He wasn't just an actor. He became a brand, a businessman, a fitness icon, and a global inspiration. He launched his own production company, $7 Productions, and not to the moment he had nothing but $7 to his name. Today, Dwayne Johnson is worth over $300 million, with millions of fans across the globe. But he's never forgotten where he came from. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's story isn't about fame. It's not just about muscle or money. It's about resilience, about choosing to rise, no matter how many times life knocks you down. He said it best himself: "The single most powerful thing I can be is to be myself." I found that being real, being raw, being honest, that's what connects. From poverty to power, from rejection to global recognition. He didn't just survive, he built a legacy. If The Rock's story inspired you, don't scroll past this moment. Hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel because this is about real stories, real struggle, and the undeniable power of believing in yourself. We're just getting started. More stories, more truth, more motivation. This is more than entertainment. This is fuel for your future. Remember, it's not about where you start. It's about how hard you fight to rise.